Move along!
Praise be to Lyria and all that. Now leave me be. Farewell.
Oh, hello. Welcome to our temple. I am a daughter of Lyria, one of many sons and daughters who have devoted themselves here. My station is to look after the relics sacred to our order. Sadly, many of the relics we once had are now lost. When the war first came, we sent one out to every stronghold keep. This served two purposes. It brought faith and strength to our soldiers there. And if Rathir fell, some relics might still remain. We have announced a gold reward for their return, but sadly, none have yet come back to us. Please do. There are at least 6 that I know of, sent to the major strongholds of the plains of Erethel. Bring any you find to me. Lyria rewards those in her favor. Goodbye.
City Watch, move along.
Good evening.
Hello there. Good evening.
Good evening.
Greetings, Neoph. So, a necromancer was behind Melaglia's disappearing villagers. Disturbing. My suspicions regarding your potential were well-founded. You are forthwith promoted to the rank of docent. As a docent, your first order of business is to the west, to speak with a man named Anka Edmure. You are to liaise with a man named Anka Edmure, a rather enthusiastic sagecrafter from the village of Emer to the west. He often sends reports of mystical occurrences that usually turn out to be exaggerated tales of inebriated fever dream. His latest cry for help, however, may hold some truth. Go to Emer, speak to the man, and find out what he means by Shardfall has come alive. Let me know when you have figured out what is happening in Shardfall. In the meantime, I will continue studying the rather phenomenal properties of this sunstone. I imagine it rankled Adept Fell to no end that you were responsible for saving her life. That pleases me. Where did I put my quill?
Good evening.
You think so your inquiry was successful? Please, take this to cover travel and any other expenses.
Excellent job. You've earned a Scholia Arcana stipend, if nothing else. Now, let's see what you've learned. What was the point of your final lesson? Yes, that is correct. I see you have a promising future in our order. I oversee the library in the Rathir chapter. Many walk the road of knowledge, but I make sure they do so in an orderly manner. Where was I?
Greetings.
Good to see you, Docent.
Keep the peace.
Ruwani, apothecary, alchemist, importer, and cultivator at your service. Oh, you've met them? Well, any friend of theirs is a friend of mine. Although, truth be told, those sisters can be a little strange sometimes. I've always found the mystery of herbs and fungi far more fascinating than anything else. As soon as I was old enough, I was apprenticed to the great Rilf Janik. You have some skill in the craft, if I'm not mistaken. It would be an honor, a compliment to me, if you made use of my alchemy bench. Were you aware that 37 varieties of vine, flower, and tree can be found here? Discounting, of course, the lunar gardens. Have you been? The true marvel of our city, if you ask me. Blossoms you will see nowhere else in Amalur. Alarming question. Allow me. Yes, it is surely royal winds. Few possess such a compound. I am one. Lyria! What is more, I sold a phial of it recently to a servant of old Einar Abagast. This is terrible. I will send an antidote at once, but someone must do something. Go to the City Watch. Speak with Fabian Tiern. At once! I knew his face because he has come to me for various other alchemical items over the years. And I've seen him once, exiting Arbogast's door. The famous hermit of the Keys. Though his merchant business thrives, it is said he has not left his home in years. Rathir's city guards, haven't you seen them? Leave my store and head left through the Pryderi. Find Fabian Tiern and tell him what I've told you. The compound is extremely rare, as it comes only from the lands south of the southern Phalanx. It's a devious poison, as you've seen. In far smaller doses, it is used by North Sea captains who must stand at the wheel for days unsleeping, lest they be sunk by floating ice. Fear not, I will have the antidote sent immediately.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
A few days and I'll be ahead.
Keep walking. We aren't visiting Melsen Shear anytime soon, traveler.
That ship sails tomorrow at dawn. The burns for army use, not civilians. Your comrade dies, the job.
You there, my lovely. I like the look of you. I have gold to slip in your purse in return for a small favor. Me? You wish to know about me? I'm flattered, but I prefer to keep my cards close to my chest. The sea wreathes her. Old stone lifts her high. Gold and magic pulse through her veins. In the city of Rathir, a soft whisper in a dark corner unlocks many doors. Oh, now, don't sound so suspicious. I need some help in a matter of business. Tell me, do you know the merchant Gwalchmey? I am trying to strike a deal with that willful man, and I think I have found just the thing. Only, I cannot be the one to do it. The man who owns the goods store in the Pryderi. He's got his thumb on nearly all the trade in this city. I can't sell anything without his good word, it seems. I have already tried to negotiate with him. He proved hard, stubborn, and unpliable. We could not reach a deal. I was hoping a new face and a new approach might cause him to let down his guard, become reasonable. How very astute of you. Now, Gwalchmey, I have learned, has a weakness for rare wines. This right here happens to be a bottle of Maybrin, his favorite. I wish we had more than just the one. Pity. Here's the contract for him to sign. The better a deal you strike, the sweeter I will make your reward. More than the bottle I gave you? Very good. If you can use that to strike a better deal, I will see you paid more than it's worth. If I were to approach him, he'd dig his heels in. But a fresh face such as yours, bearing a bottle of his favorite wine? It might just work. Be good, my lovely, and I'll be good to you.
A few days and I'll be headed back.
Every notice delivered? Good. Then here's your pay. Off you go then. No use standing around. We've got a war to run. You can't fight a war without soldiers. True, we contract the war-sworn and volunteers arrive daily, but it's not always enough. Citizens of Rathir are selected on... Well, the process is secret. Even I don't know how. They're selected, a notice is sent, and they serve. I'm the chief of recruitment, and don't think I've got time to go around handing out notices. Those notices are only the beginning.
A few days and I'll be headed back.
Please, please, I'm only a soldier back from Chloricon. Don't kneel, and I'm afraid I don't do blessings. Well, here for the formalities, then. My sword is in the back. She's new, the real beauty. Go on and inspect it. I'm sure you'll find it more than suitable.
Hope you know your man doesn't stand a chance. Bloody war hero, haven't you heard? And besides, he's right there. You can speak with him yourself. Now, this is going to be a farce. I've a bet with Dalton whether Wayland soils his pants.
You've inspected the sword? Good. And I will see you on the dueling ground, second. Must say, I haven't shamed a drunken lout since I got to Rathir. He's as vile as his sister's delectable. I don't know how word got round to him, though. I thought I was discreet. I tell you, we need a place like this in Chloricon. Sure, there are places to drink and gamble, but nothing with class.
So busy these days.
City Watch. Do you have a crime to report? Or any other matter? My rank is First of the Watch, and I report directly to Captain Talabor. Poison? I'd heard the boy was ill, but that is a bit far-fetched. I'll send one or two of the Watch. You should meet them with these accusations at Abergast's house. Yes, and by Alfar law, you, the accuser, must be present. We don't take accusations against the great houses lightly. To be honest, crimes in Rathir are uncommon. Outside the lower tunnels, at any rate. An occasional drunken brawl among Varani, disputes between merchants, that is all. Goodbye.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Hello, hello. You have come to Gwalchmay's goods, provisioner to all Rathir, to high and low, great house and sparrow alike. They are the rag pickers and dust grubbers of the city. Mind you, I don't let them in the front door. Appearances, not to mention odors. Humble servant to great house, sparrow and soldier alike. Women and men in want of things make their way to Gwalchmay's goods. Mabrin wine? Wherever did you find it? Forgive me, it's just they're devilish hard to find. You likely had no idea, but there's not a wine in the world I love more. In fact, I think I'll uncork this now and have a sip. Or two. Liked it, adored it. Sweet as a song and soft as Lyria's kiss. A Mabrin? Oh, yes, very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. Another? I could cry just to look at it. Best to drink it now. Yes, best thing for it. The more you drink, the better it goes down. A Mabrin? Oh, yes, very much. Excellent vintage. My warmest thanks. Very thoughtful of you. Very kind indeed. What's this? Trade agreement, eh? It's yours. Why, I'll give it to you for a song. That will get Carasta's goat. Oh, an old crafty trader you are. It's a song, but for you, here's a sweeter one. There you go.
This is the Sagecraft. If you want general goods, you should speak to Master Gwalchmay over there. Goodbye. Excuse me, coming through.
The contract? You have it. Let me see. This is... I don't believe my eyes. Did he agree to this? Oh, my lovely. You have done well. This will be very profitable for me. And so it should be for you. Don't let the old dog fool you. He is as shrewd and stubborn as they come. But like any old dog, his tail will wag for just the right treat. So long.
Damn this siege. Gwalch maize is just too expensive.
Gwalch maize is just too expensive.
Sparrows send a hound out to the piers, and of course, now we're right where he wants the both of us, you and I. You think I'd just waltz back into Rathir like that? No, he lured me here to take the blame for the murders. That's what he did. Why, the captain of the watch, the one that's been snuffing out those sparrows. He likely sent you here himself, got you out of the way so he could go and slaughter the last of them, leisure-like. Clever bastard he is. Oh, I'd spit on their sorry graves for what they've done to me, but not enough to show our faces in Rathir. We're not that mad. Read the writing on the wall, mate. And if you weren't such a fool, you'd have left those sorry rag pickers to die in peace. Oh, ho, ho. Now you see, that I cannot allow. Talibor is going to pin the murders on one of us, and it'll be the one who's dead, and that would be you. You're not going anywhere.
Open. The watch held a key. This way.
Ah, here they come. He was a good servant. I knew him all his life, and now I have brought that life to a sweet and dutiful end. It was as he wished, though I know you will disbelieve me. I tell you no lies. No, it was not him. He was my disciple, but it was I and I alone who began the work of death. There would have been more death, but no matter. Balin's testament burns bright this day. Why? Balin is the god of death, of endings. His testament is simply that all that live must die. And I am his priest. I do Balin's will. I keep the testament. I would have begun with Anwan and their two-tongued treachery, then onward throughout Rathir. Death where I might, until my turn came. But first, it is yours.
Just look at it. Balin's testament. Who would have thought? Just look at it.
Well, you're not the only one who's been busy. I've called in every last favor in my book. Now there's only one last thing for after the duel. I have it all worked out. With your help, I'll be free of Rathir, free of the war, free as a lark. I need to prepare for the duel, and I can't be seen near the docks. I need you to find Jaber there and give him the name of the ship I chartered, the Maid of Fortune. That's where I escape once everyone thinks I'm dead. A simple thing, really. Find Jaber on the docks. Tell him the chartered ship is the Maid of Fortune. Fitting name, don't you think? When you're done, meet me at the dueling ground.
Lot of miserable rag pickers. They'd all... You're the one. Do you know what you've done? A decoy, really. Arranged long before you got into this. I needed someone to blame. What? And you didn't murder Dunn? We've all got blood on our hands. We all protect our hides when we must. I couldn't have this waif and her lot telling what they'd found. Which is why it's so good that you came. I'll blame their murder on you. Say you died in the struggle.
Dead. It is over now, thanks to you. And to think I only learned the cause of all this nightmare moments before he arrived. I was done with waiting. I had to do something, so I did what I know. I began sorting the piles of salvage, and that's when I found the cause. To hide his crimes, he was selling prisoners as slaves, smuggling them out to merchant ships in the dark of night. One of the boats wrecked and sank beneath the quays. That boat held slaves and gold, and had Talabor's name all over it. Before he could clear the wreckage, we took our pickings. We had his secret. He was willing to kill to save his name.